this coming summer. And summer here, normally the first week of March is what's considered the start of summer here.
Hello, hello, hello.
But the
Good
first week of March,
morning.
normally
Magandang umaga.
there's
Mayad
people
nga agahon.
will start their summer vacation. I mean, this is a
We'll
really
get
nice
started
park.
here
Check
in
it
a
out. It's
minute.
Bison.
We'll see
I
if
remember
more
having
people
many
join. It's still early. It's
even
9:27
our
here. Let
squadron
me let me
picnics
turn this off.
were held here at Bicentennial Park.
Hey Horace, hey Horace, hey Ron, hey Ron. What's up? What's up, Ron? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Horace. Always good to see when you're online, Horace. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hey, good evening. Good evening there, Glenn from Prescott. From Prescott, my Arizona um people. And Glenn, you gave me an idea for a topic during this live stream. I prepared something just in case there's no questions. I'm gonna discuss vegetables here and produce because I saw your comment that you're surprised, the price of vegetables here in Aklan. And I'll explain that. I thought about it. I did a little bit of research, and I've got information. The reason why some vegetables are more expensive here than in the United States. Okay, I'll go ahead and get started with that. That's going to be my topic. It's like food, like vegetables and meat. Why the different price, why some of it you can actually get cheaper in the United States than here in the Philippines. First, it's like broccoli. Broccoli, like here in our province of Aklan, it's not a common vegetable. It is actually very hard to find broccoli here. And a lot of Filipinos don't even eat it or don't cook it in their dishes. That's why it's not a common vegetable here. That's why it's expensive. The only place where I've found broccoli to be cheaper, about the same price as in the United States, is in Baguio City and in Tagaytay City. Because those two places, if you're into fresh vegetables, uh, you should check those two places for places to live here in the Philippines because it's cooler weather, higher elevation, so vegetables just grow there. Uh, and they're beautiful vegetables when they grow in like Baguio City. The two times that Dazzle and I went to Baguio City, we were just amazed as far as like even the prices of vegetables there. You can get like a big sack of different types of broccoli, cauliflower, vegetables that you don't normally see in a Filipino market, and they're cheap, But again, because those are the places where they grow them. Uh, Here in Aklan, there's just not many growers of broccoli. Actually, when I met Dazzle, she'd never even had broccoli her entire life. And at first, she was like looking at the broccoli, is that any good? And I told her, I'll cook it for you. And now it's one of her favorite vegetables. Same thing with a viewer actually asked asparagus. Like asparagus, I've never seen asparagus here in our province of Aklan. I plan on going to the Calibo Public Market this Sunday. I'm going to try to film. I'm actually going to try to look for asparagus because I'm curious because I like asparagus and I have not had asparagus in so long because you just don't see it. I don't see it in the Numancia public market, our small market, because again, it's not something that Filipinos eat. It's not a vegetable that is common in Filipino dishes. Same thing with the artichoke. I haven't seen artichoke here, and that, again, that's another thing that I like to eat is artichoke and cauliflower. Cauliflower, I've seen it here. I know they have cauliflower in Calibo public market, and here even in Numancia, sometimes the market here has it. But again, it's not a common uh, ingredient in Filipino food. What's common here for Filipinos when they make dishes, and you can make cheap dishes here in the Philippines. There's a dish here that's called ampalaya or pinakbet. I'm sorry, pinakbet. And pinakbet is like almost anywhere you go in the Philippines, it's a popular vegetable dish. Pinakbet is made from, it'll have okra, it'll have eggplant, string beans, and then the ampalaya. That's why it got me confused. The ampalaya. It's kind of like a bitter cucumber, is what I could describe an ampalaya. But that dish, that pinakbet, that's like one of the cheapest meals, vegetable dish that you can make. And you can find that at any Filipino restaurant, carinderia. It's a regular at those places because they can cook it in bulk. And like even in our market here in Numancia, they already have the vegetables chopped up and they'll sell it in a bag, in a plastic bag, and they'll sell it for like 30 pesos, like 50 cents. And then that's a whole meal to feed a family almost with all that vegetables. That's why it's there's just vegetables here that are not common here, that's common to Americans that come here, that they have in America, but when they get here, it's just not common here. All right. Expat, I watched your video shopping for veggies for your beef dish. Where do you go shop for fresh beef? Okay, for fresh beef, great question there. Great question. For all our meat products, beef, chicken, and pork, we shop at Save More Grocery. Save More, it's at City Mall, Calibo. And now they open another grocery right across from it. It's called SM Cherry. And those two groceries are similar to groceries in the United States. The groceries in the United States, of course, are bigger, but these two groceries in Calibo now, they have refrigeration. When you get your meat, they're sliced up, displayed nicely, look fresh, and it's refrigerated, and they'll laying on top of ice. The same presentation as you would like if you were in the United States. That's why we buy our meat products at those two groceries. We rarely buy our meat products at the public market, and it's because of the refrigeration. If you go to the public markets here, there's no refrigeration. The beef, the pork, the chicken, the pork and chicken will just be laying on tables, and the meat, it will be hanging on a hook. So uh, for me, it's just like I just prefer buying it the refrigerator. It just looks a cleaner presentation. And then at the public market, you got a lot of flies, so flies have a tendency of going on the meat and all that. So to me, it's just not appetizing for me to buy my meat products at the public market. Seafood, we do seafood because seafood is fresh. Seafood, it's still moving. A lot of times, it's still alive. So we buy all our seafood at the public market. And actually, the grocery don't have a good selection of seafood because they can't compete with the prices at the public market because not many people will buy their seafood at the grocery store because higher price. You can get a really good deal on seafood at the public market. Asparagus is awesome. I know, I know. When the viewer had commented about asparagus, I started to think, man, I love asparagus. I haven't eaten it in so long. So I'm on the hunt for asparagus when I go to a Calibo public market on Sunday. Hopefully, it doesn't rain because the Calibo Public Market, they have a long street there, at least I would say 2 blocks or 3 blocks, where they block it off the street, and it's nothing but farmers, vendors. Like they'll lay their products on tables, sometimes on the ground. They have like a mat, but a lot of farmers type vendors in Calibo Public Market on Sunday. So I'm hoping it doesn't rain. I'm hoping it doesn't rain so I can film that. I'll record and I'll focus on the vegetables because I know people are curious about the vegetable, also the meat, but maybe not the meat because it's just, to me it's just appetizing at the public market the way they display their beef at the beef. I would just buy the fresh beef, ground beef. Somebody had asked me that about ground beef. They have it at SM Cherry and they have it at Save More, and it's the same presentation as in the US. You could, I feel comfortable buying ground beef and making meatloaf, making burgers out of it. And a lot of times the prices aren't even really that far. As far as the meat products or chicken or pork in the public market or the grocery. So to me, it's an easy decision to buy it at the grocery. Horace, what is the typical type of vegetables do Filipinos prefer? All right, good question, Horace. Filipinos, they love squash. Squash, they cook it with that dish pinakbet. I know Dazzle cooks a lot of squash in coconut milk and squash and string beans. They have those long string beans here, like I guess they're called Chinese string beans, really long. And man, you can buy a bundle of string beans here for like 20 pesos, 30 cents. Eggplant is really cheap. You can buy like a half a kilo of eggplant and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. Those are some of the things offhand that I can think. And then the green leafy vegetables, they have a kangkong here. Kangkong is water spinach. It's not the same spinach that you get at the market in the United States. The spinach in the United States, they're already bagged and clean. You can add it to salad. You can add, but here the kangkong, they sell it in bundle. It's kind of got like a stem and leaves, and it's called I looked it up. It says water spinach, and that's common because you can get a whole bundle for really cheap. Like 20 pesos. 30 US cents. The only thing with Filipinos in vegetables is they like to cook their vegetables. Eating a fresh salad to Filipinos is not common. Maybe in the cities, Manila, because more westernized. The Filipinos, they're catching up to America. A lot of them come from the United States, but the provinces, most people here cook their vegetables. Hard to find fresh salad even in restaurants. When you go to restaurants here, the salad you order is actually more expensive than your entree. If I can order a fresh garden salad with like tomatoes, your regular salad, US type salad, and it would cost me 300 pesos, where a chicken dinner meal with chicken and rice would cost me 150. So it's just cheaper to eat the entree instead of the salad. Because again, Filipinos don't eat a lot of fresh salad. So the restaurants, they don't have an incentive to put it on their menu. And if they do put it on the menu, it has to be expensive because the fresh salad would spoil. You can't keep them long enough. Unlike if you cook like pinakbet, they can cook a whole big bowl of pinakbet and it'll stay in the fridge and you can reheat. So that's the reason. Like a fresh salad is expensive. All right, I don't want to skip, and then don't like eggplant. Yeah, eggplant's one of those things. Here I like the way Filipinos cook eggplant. The way I like the eggplant here, they call it torta. Torta. They they cook it with a scrambled egg, and then they fry it, and then and then torta sometimes they'll add ground beef to it, so it adds something. It adds something to the eggplant. Bitter melon, yeah, bitter melon. You know that's a name for that ampalaya. Yeah, and it's and even ampalaya that's kind of like an acquired taste because there's a bitterness to it. I like it when they add ampalaya to like scrambled eggs. There's a dish that they'll put onion, they'll put tomato, and the ampalaya, the bitter melon, in an egg, in a scrambled egg. I eat that. You know, it's like I enjoy eating that. Ray Addo, I'm watching your live stream in the first NFL football game of the season between the Chiefs and the. How was your bulalo? Oh, awesome! There's the football already, man. I have to like look up what games I can catch here NFL. You know, I don't pay attention. You know, I just like watch the NFL if I can see it. A lot of times I just watch it on Facebook. Somebody uses does a live stream on Facebook with the NFL games. But I do like watching football. I'm not addicted to NFL football now, not like I used to, because I used to when I was in the US, I played fantasy football. I was really into it. But now, you know, it's like if I catch a game, I catch a game. If not, no big deal. Bulalo is always a hit with Dazzle and Leanna. They love my bulalo that I make because I the broccoli that I add to the bulalo, I just added when it's the bulalo is already cooked. I put it as a topping and then I cover it. So the broccoli is still firm, and that's how Dazzle likes it. So, you know, they always enjoy that. They always enjoy that. Pakbet guisado with crispy pork is the best for me. I know, right, Will? You know, it's like it's a good combination, like the crispy pork, lechon kawali. You know, that usually goes good with the pinakbet. Yeah, guisado shrimp. Here they call what do they? I'm trying to remember. The yolk. The yolk is the bagoong here is they call the yolk here in Clan, and they cook that shrimp alamang in like they'll put like slices of pork in there, crispy pork too, onions. You know they and tomatoes. So they call it the yolk. I like it. I like it. It adds a little bit of taste to everything. Hello, peach mango. Hello. And good morning there, Gino. Oh, thanks, Will. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Living in Prescott, I miss the fresh fish and the variety. Yeah, that's one thing. You know, it's like here in Aklan province, what you're gonna if you live here, you're gonna enjoy the selection of fish. I mean, if I'll go to a Calibo public market on Sunday, like I said, and I'll try to film as much fish, and there's just a variety of them. There's like marlin, there's tuna, uh, there's fishes there that I haven't never seen. You know, every time I go, it's like, oh, that's a new fish. You know, it's like I never seen that, and just amazing because you know, Aklan province, I would say, you know, almost half of our province is like coastal. You know, here in Numancia we have a beach. Calibo's got a beach. The next town, Macato's got a beach. You know, anywhere you go here, you're near a beach. And then we have Aklan River. You know, there's a lot of fish caught there too. There's just a lot of water here in Aklan province. This is Eddie from San Diego, California. All right. I know where. You know, I used to live in Los Angeles and made many trips to San Diego. I actually, when I was in the Air Force, one of my job in the Air Force when I was stationed in Victorville, California, at George Air Force Base, I used to transport patients. The retirees in the area, Victorville had a lot of military retirees, and there were specialties in our hospital that was not available, and they needed to go to Balboa Naval Hospital. So I used to once a week I would drive to San Diego to Balboa Naval Hospital with our patient. I used to drive a van, and it would be full of military retirees, and I was like, I think I had two stripes. I was airman first class. I was still I was only in the Air Force like 2 3 years when I was driving that van, but I enjoyed that drive because it was it was an easy duty for me. And then when I get to Balboa, I drop them at Balboa Naval Hospital. Then I can drive around in the van. I can go to the beach. I can go anywhere and then come back. I usually drop them off like at 9 or 10, and then I tell them, okay, be back at 2, and I'll come get them. So good memories in San Diego for me. I'm just catching up on political news. All right, man. I don't watch the politics, man. It's like I try to stay out of politics. And good day to you, Gino and Dazzle. All right, Dazzle. She might be awake already because she was awake earlier, but she might just be catching the live stream on her phone. But wouldn't it surprise me if she comes down with Chloe? Hello from San Antonio, Texas. All right, Texas, my San Antonio people. I was stationed there, man. I lived in San Antonio from 95 to year 2000. So I was there a long time. Caught a lot of games at the Alamo Dome. A lot of our going away, a lot of our, when I was stationed at Brooks Air Force Base, all our like office party, military party was always at the Riverwalk. So I know all about San Antonio, man. I miss the food there. Good food, good Tex-Mex food in San Antonio. For ground meats, I make my own in the Philippines. I got a German manual meat grinder. Is it safe to make your own ground meats from chunks? Uh, I wouldn't know, man. I'm not I've never done anything like that. I never did my. I guess for the meat again, it's like I guess if you go to a market where you know the person, if you can trust the person where they get their meat, that would be I would say safer if you buy your meat again from a grocery, because the grocery it just the meat just looks better. It looks fresher, and if not, a lot of times it's frozen. In the public market, sometimes it's to me sometimes uh, they just don't present their meat very well. Peach mango. My Philippine does not eat much veggies. Is it normal? uh, Actually, yeah. Well, like I know Leanna. She's 11. She don't eat many vegetables, and I tried to, at least now she's eating some because of me. But uh, I get it just depends because in the province here, I know like the older generation, the people that are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, that's all they eat is vegetables. But the younger generation seems like they're not into vegetables. They're more into like I guess they are getting westernized. Like Leanna. She wants like Jollibee. She wants McDonald's. We try to like limit that for her. We try to like eat more because since I got sick last year, I try to focus on eating more fresh. No processed food. I'm trying to eat the healthiest food that I can eat. So, but she's good at fruit. I mean, Leanna can eat some fruit. I mean, she'll knock out mango, the rambutan, the watermelon. I mean, this girl can eat a lot of fruit. I can't buy enough fruit between Leanna and Dazzle. They knock out the fruit. Dazzle, she makes me a lot of shakes. My favorite right now is I love dragon fruit shakes that she makes for me. Avocado shake. She makes me avocado shake, mango shake, of course. But that's my thing. I like drinking my fruit instead of like just eating it. Pinay, Pinay. Good morning. Hey, good morning, biggest support group. All right, all right. All right, where did I? Okay. I gotta try to keep track. I don't want to miss anybody here on the comments. Florida is overrun with kangkong plants. The plant is blocking water sewers there. Oh, I didn't know that, man. They won't have problem with kangkong here, man, because kangkong is like a staple in Filipino dishes. Like we eat kangkong almost every week. That's like we don't run out of kangkong because you can put it in so many Filipino dishes. Any soup dish that I make, I just throw kangkong in there. Kangkong is water spinach. How the car works. Our car works great, man. Love the Toyota Wigo, man. We've at 30,000 kilometers now. We've owned it for 6 years. Not a single issue with the Toyota Wigo. Love it. The gas mileage on it is awesome. I love kangkong with. Oh yeah, sinigang. Exact here. When we cook sinigang, Dazzle will make sinigang. We throw kang. I mean, you can throw kangkong on anything, pretty much. It's no salad bar in the Philippines. Yeah, salad bar. They're not just gonna make a lot of money with salad bars here. I'm sure if you go to like places like BGC, like in Manila, because of so many expats, maybe even Dumaguete City, you will find salad bars and fresh salad in places where there's a lot of expat, where there's a lot of demand. Because if they serve like salad here in Calibo, not many people will eat it. It's like even the McDonald's, how in the McDonald's in the US, you have that, you can have a side of salad. Here in the Philippines, there's no salad in McDonald's. I actually have to pay extra for my burger if I wanted lettuce and tomato. That surprised me the other day. I was like, you do the computer at McDonald's now, and I put, I wanted a cheeseburger, and then there was an option there. It says 30 pesos for lettuce and tomato. And I hit it because I like lettuce and tomato. But that surprised me that I have to punch. It's a special request. And it was 30 pesos for lettuce and tomato on my cheeseburger at McDonald's. Eggplant torta. Egg also very good. Oh yeah, yeah, man. I love egg. Egg is one of those things here. It's like I like eating Dazzle, Leanna, and we go through like a dozen eggs just like that. I'm always like going to the market getting eggs. Do you make kinilaw, ceviche? Um, I haven't. I haven't made kinilaw. I know what you're talking about, like seafood. Ceviche. Um, it's not common here in Aklan. I don't see it in restaurants here. The common dish, kind of similar, is called dinakdakan. Is they have it, but it's pork. It's not seafood. I'm trying to think if they have something seafood ceviche. Probably Boracay Island, because Boracay Island, again, they cater more into expats, more into foreigners that would eat ceviche, because it's not commonly served. Like you won't see ceviche here in a Filipino restaurant. Ron, I love okra. I'm not a big fan of okra. But I'll eat it. I'll eat it, Ron. But I'm not a big fan. It's like if it's in the meal, I see it. I'll eat it. Because to me, I'm just trying to see. I'm like, it's healthy, so I'll eat it. Eagles versus Packers tomorrow in Sao Paulo. Oh wow, in Brazil. I didn't know. I didn't know they were gonna go to Brazil. That must be a first. I haven't heard of an NFL game in Brazil. I might have to look online and see if I can catch that somewhere online. I'm huge into fantasy. Hey, I know, Ron. I was too. When I was in the military, my last duty station in Misawa, we had a group, pretty big. And then when I was in Arizona too, I had a friends that we would get together, have our own draft, and every Sunday we would get together and harass each other. It was just a lot of fun. Here, it's hard to do here because the games come on here like at 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. So it's kind of like hard to tailgate or to have like a a football party on Sunday like it is in the US. The done. Oh, that one. I can't read that. It says Tamsak done. All right. I didn't get that one with the tamsak. Where is Dazzle? She's always so happy. I'm sure she'll come down. She's upstairs still. I know she was like laying down. Dazzle likes to watch Korean drama at night, so she stays up late. So normally, like even now, 10. That's about the time when Dazzle wakes up. Mike Ross, hello pare. Are you originally from Iloilo? Can you speak Ilonggo or Tagalog? I'm originally I was born and raised in Manila. It's like I was born in Tondo Hospital in Manila. We lived there. I think my first 5 years was in Tondo, Manila, and then we moved to Quezon City in Manila. And when I was 12, that's when I migrated to the United States. But my province is in Bulacan. My grandfather and my grandmother are both buried in Bulacan, and I actually got to visit them, their grave, anyway, in 2022, and I really enjoyed that because I got to see relatives that I haven't seen in years. Childhood relatives. Because when I lived in Manila, when I was growing up, my summer vacation was always spent with our in Bulacan, because back then Bulacan was considered province. Now Bulacan is like they got SM Mall now, they got Jollibee. It's not province anymore. But when I was young, Bulacan was like my relatives there. They had a rice field. They own a Carabao. I remember I was riding Carabaos with them growing up, and I just have great memories with them growing up. And now we're all in our 50s, but we still had a great time when I visited with my cousins. I stayed with my cousins for like 3 or 4 days with Dazzle, and I just enjoyed it because reminded me so much of when I was young in the Philippines, and very enjoyable. And they're close relatives. Like I look forward to seeing them. I would love to visit Bulacan again. I know I will. I know it'll be part of our future. Dazzle, like going back there and visiting them again. Ilonggo, I don't speak Ilonggo, but Dazzle does. Dazzle speaks Ilonggo because Dazzle's grandma is from Bacolod. And in Bacolod, they speak Ilonggo. And when Dazzle was growing up, grandma used to talk to her in Ilonggo. So Dazzle's fluent in Ilonggo, which helps when we go to like Rojas City, go to Iloilo and Bacolod. Dazzle's like a local. She's like spitting that Ilonggo dialect. I will admit, Mike Ross, I will admit the seafood quality, variety, and price is better in northern Panay than in Iloilo City. Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that. I saw that, Mike, because when Dazzle and I, when we lived in Iloilo City last year, we lived there for 4 months. Dazzle would try to get like prawns. One time she cooked with prawns and fish. We would buy fish, and we noticed that the prices were higher. But it's the city. I understand. And then here in Aklan, and especially here in our area, there's just so many fishermen here. I mean, I don't even have to go to the market to buy fish here. They'll ride around in motorbikes, and they have those styrofoam coolers in the back, and they have ice and fish, shrimp, squid, and those are freshly caught, like for the day. They caught it in the morning, and they're like on motorbikes, and they have a scale they're carrying, and they'll just like sell it to you anywhere, like on the street, in front of 7-Eleven, here in our subdivision. It's like that's why seafood. If you're into seafood, you're gonna love Aklan Province. I mean, every time we go to New Washington, where we ate oysters there. Oysters in New Washington is like 30 pesos a kilo. That's a lot of oyster. A kilo of oysters, a lot of oysters for 30 pesos, for 50 US cents. And they're like the freshest oysters you'll eat. It's like because they have so much area there. The whole of New Washington is basically water, and they farm the oysters there. They're well known in Aklan Province and here in Panay Island for having the best oysters. HD Apex Chair Force. Hey man, I haven't heard that term in a while, man. Actually, my friend my best friend in Hawaii, his first 4 years in the military, he was an army officer. He was a captain in the army, and then he switched to the chair force. He said, and we were talking the other day. And he goes, "Man, the happiest day of my military career when it was when I switched to the chair force." Peach Mango, I met you in the yogurt place in SM last year, and you barely were going to have your chemo. I'm glad God helped you going through love. Oh, thank you, thank you. I think I kind of remember you. I probably have a photo somewhere. I'm sure. Oh man, it's like I do remember meeting a few people when Dazzle and I would walk around SM Iloilo City last year. But of course, my mind that during that time, it's like during the treatments, what everything was kind of in a fog, because like going through those treatments wasn't easy, wasn't easy. I wasn't getting a lot of sleep, because Dazzle and I we would have like deep conversations during that time. And there's Dazzle. Good morning, babe. And there's Chloe. Morning, babe. Morning, babe.
Morning, guys.
See, there's Dazzle. She's awake. She's awake. What's up from San Jose, California? Hey, what's up, San Jose? Trying to think. I know I passed through San Jose because I've been to San Francisco, that area, but I don't think I've ever stopped at San Jose because when I went up Northern California, it was always going to San Francisco, and then I have a friend that live in Northern Cal by the Chico, California area. I used to visit a friend of mine up there. Don Johnson, good morning from New York. Whoa, New York. All right. Have you ever purchased a used car from a private owner? If so, is it a nightmare to transfer ownership and Actually, the only used car that I bought here, I bought it from a private owner, and it's not a hard transfer because if I remember, we just had to get a document notarized that it showed how much I paid, his name, my name, and then I remember doing our IDs. We went to an attorney's office in Calibo, and he signed it and I signed it that he was selling me the car, and he had the title to the car. It's called ORCR. Like that's the two documents that came from him, and then the the selling of it, how much, and we had it notarized. And those three documents I took to the LTO, and they switched the title to me. It wasn't hard to transfer ownership. HD, Apex. Lots of other branches are just jealous of that of Air Force job. Chair Force over Fidel Fire. Yeah. Some of those I haven't. I've heard of jarhead. That's a common term for Marines. Yeah, I never mind them being called chair force. I was happy sitting in a chair in the military. It's like never bothered me. I liked sitting in an air conditioned building. I worked hospital my entire career in the military, so we were always in an air conditioned building, and in the cold we always had heated. Even our tents, I remember, had heaters and things like that. So they took care of us in the chair force. Joel, hey Joel, what's up? Eileen saw how much fruit Liana can eat. We can get together on that. Oh yeah, right. Leanna's just she loves fruit. When we buy like a watermelon, a big watermelon, she'll slice it in half, and then that her half will be done. And then Dazzle's half, Dazzle will like Leanna will say, "Can I have some of your half, Ate?" Because Dazzle can eat, Leanna can eat watermelon. That's like her favorite. But any fruit, I mean, we had a bowl of fruit that Dazzle bought. We went Dazzle and I went to the fruit stand,
It didn't last
and
3 days.
we spent like 500 pesos on different kinds of fruit: oranges, apples, pongkan,
Grapes.
grapes. It didn't last 3 days. I was like, what happened to our fruit? But Leanna loves fruit. Leanna loves fruit. Great news, great news. Oh, thanks, big support. Is it true not many will eat raw tomato there?
Raw
Raw
tomato?
tomato. Have you eaten raw tomato, babe?
I just put it in sausawan.
Yeah, like Dazzle will make it like she'll slice up the tomatoes and make and then add soy sauce.
Yeah.
I've seen you do that. I've seen she'll add soy sauce to the tomatoes and she'll eat it raw.
Especially with grilled fish.
Yeah, that grilled fish. She'll dip the grilled fish in the soy sauce and the raw tomato. So
Yeah,
I have seen that, but I don't see I don't see them like biting into like a
Yeah.
tomato. Not like us, in America. Even like cherry tomato. I don't see Dazzle eating the cherry. Like cherry tomatoes, I like it on my salad. When I eat a salad, I like cherry tomato. I'll just pop the cherry tomato and that's what will look at me like, you just ate that, So that's not a common thing, for that raw tomato thing.
Next time we should try I think they have a salad bar at the groceries in Iloilo. Remember that?
Oh
Where
yeah,
you can buy and then you can choose the
the vegetables, the salad. Yeah, yeah. We'll go there and try to film it. That way, you can actually because somebody had mentioned
but
salad
you
bar.
will have to eat it because I'm not gonna eat
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The Dazzle, she doesn't eat salad. Fresh salad. Dazzle doesn't eat fresh salad. Like when I go to SNR in Iloilo, that's one of the things I eat. That they have at SNR that food court where a lot of people eat pizza, the calzone. Me, I'm always getting the fresh salad because they have a pretty good fresh salad there and good price. It's a good size. So that's one of the things I always get when I go to SNR in Iloilo City is their fresh salad. Gino, is it possible to have your email or phone number to add you in WhatsApp? Yeah, yeah. My email is GINNO1966 at yahoo.com. And then my WhatsApp number is 6399496474495. I'll type it in here. That way you guys can see it.
Good
I got to take my glasses.
You're nearsighted.
I'm nearsighted. I can't. Yahoo.com. And then my number 6394996474495. And feel 6363, not 62. 63. Sorry about that. 094. Yep, that's correct. 63. The country code for the Philippines is 63. And then fried okra tempura, also very good. I haven't tried that, but I might like it because I do like it when they add a little crisp to vegetables, like the fried kangkong. They do that, and I like it. I like it. They have fried kangkong in it. It's kind of like eating chips. I did enjoy that. I did enjoy that because again they got kangkong here for days, man. They got a lot of kangkong. You yeah, Dazzle. She's the okra eater. Dazzle would eat okra, and what do you dip it in, babe?
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce, yeah. I've noticed with Dazzle and Leanna. Leanna's the same. Everything they dip on soy sauce. It's like everything they eat, like okra. What else do you dip in soy sauce, babe? The fish, the oyster.
Yeah.
Everything you eat, you're like dipping in soy sauce. I like soy sauce, but not as much as Leanna and Dazzle.
Maybe because we have experience with eat the soy sauce with rice.
Yeah, yeah. Dazzle just said maybe because growing up, Dazzle they didn't grow up. But how do you call that? Well, or it's like, and sometimes That's all they had to eat was like rice and soy sauce. That was a meal when Dazzle was growing up during hard times because Dazzle's dad was a tour guide in Boracay, and then her mom was a masseuse in Boracay. And there were times back then in the
Off
80s, early
season.
90s, off season when her parents wasn't making any money in Boracay.
No wonder why we like soy
Yeah,
sauce.
no wonder you like soy sauce because you ate a lot of soy sauce. Cisco A, I know y'all living a retirement life, but has Dazzle, being younger, ever considered to experience a career of her own? Well, here in the Philippines, we've talked about it, as far as a career. There's just not any job here, like in Calibo, where she could work. And then for us, we just enjoy like our time. It's just not worth it, I think anyway. It's like we've talked about it before, because more likely if it's a job for Dazzle, it would probably be in Boracay.
Mhm.
She can probably find a job at the hotel, but even the hotel jobs in Boracay, I don't think they make $250 a month. Maybe, and then it's expensive to live in Boracay. She would have to get a boarding house. Uh, it's a struggle here in the province as far as like working. Like I know Mai, she's in Boracay. She works at Mang Inasal at D Mall. She doesn't make a lot of money working all day long, long hours at Mang Inasal. And then she has to, her expenses is so high because boarding houses are expensive in Boracay. You might make 15,000 pesos as far as your wage in Boracay, and then it's hard to find like a one bedroom.
I really have to like go abroad if I want to have a
Yeah, yeah.
career. And
If
I don't want to do that.
Dazzle wanted a career, more likely she would have to go abroad, and we would be separated that way, and that would it would not be fun for either of us. Kevin, here, I have noticed recently a lot more organic foods in the Philippines. Love Philippines coffee. Yeah, organic foods,
Yeah,
babe. Yeah,
that's
there.
nice.
I mean, there's the food. It's like I was saying, as far as vegetables, your American style vegetables, your broccoli, artichoke. Those things that are not common here. You're gonna pay a premium. You're gonna pay more. The cheap vegetables here are the Filipino vegetables, like your cabbage is cheap here, or pechay, the
Chai.
pechay, that's cheap here.
I
The
don't
the
like
kangkong,
chai.
yeah, the mongo beans. Mongo beans is kind of like a Friday kind of meal here. Every Friday, everybody eats mongo
Yeah.
because mongo beans, you kind of just boil the mongo beans and you can throw all kinds of vegetables in it. Kangkong, you can put your malunggay. Malunggay leaves. They're free here. Nobody sells malunggay leaves here because anywhere you go, you just like pick the malunggay from your neighbor or whatever.
Papaya.
Papaya, green papaya here. Papaya is cooked on all dishes here. The green papaya because like they're so abundant. There's so many of them here. That's why the Filipino vegetables that they cook in Filipino food is just different from what Americans are used to. That's why a lot of Americans, when they come here, they're saying, "Man, vegetables in the Philippines are expensive." It's because they're buying the salad, the American style lettuce. Here, lettuce for Filipinos, I don't even see them eating it. It's a new thing
They will
for.
eat it when they go to Samyupsal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Filipinos here don't eat lettuce. The only time Filipinos eat lettuce here was because of this Korean invasion. Korean now is kind of big here in the Philippines, Korean food. And with samgyeopsal, you wrap the meat in lettuce. So now a lot more Filipinos are eating lettuce.
Yeah.
But before, I would say when I first got here 13 years ago in Calibo, it was hard for me to find lettuce. I couldn't find lettuce, and even now, like even in Numancia Public Market, lettuce is not cheap. I'll pay a premium for lettuce. It'll be cheaper if I buy the lettuce in Calibo because they have more vendors. But again, lettuce doesn't stay very long. If I keep it in the fridge, if I buy
Yeah.
lettuce, I gotta eat it. It's not gonna stay here a long time. The lettuce just doesn't hold.
You
You
like
know.
cucumber and lettuce.
Yeah. Oh, cucumber. I knock out cucumber,
Yeah.
man. I can eat cucumber, man. That's like one of my
Rihanna
favorite.
too.
Yeah, I know. I know. Leanna's a cucumber fan too. And then Filipino coffee. Filipino coffee is awesome. It's like the Benguet coffee, the one in Baguio City. It's got more sweeter, more aroma. And then you got the Batangas. The Batangas, the Barako. Man, the Barako is strong. If you're into strong coffee, get the Batangas Barako coffee. Those are the two that I like. I like the Barako, and then I like the Benguet up in the Baguio province, that area. And when we went to Baguio, they sell it in like bags,
Yeah.
5-pound bags. You can bring him
I'll
back.
bring a lot of broccoli.
Broccoli. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I was mentioning, Dazzle, she loves broccoli. And when we were in Boracay, when we were in Baguio, that
I'll
was
bring
just
a
so
lot of
cheap.
broccoli.
Yeah, that was so cheap. When we were in Baguio. Thumbs up. All right, all right, man.
Thumbs up means thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Uh,
Yeah. All right. Are you a dual citizen? Yes, I'm a dual. Initially, when I went to the Philippines, I wasn't a dual citizen. I got here in 2011. And then in 2012, because I wanted to use my GI Bill, my military benefit, education benefit here in Calibo at STI College Calibo. So I went ahead and got my dual citizenship because they were asking me for a student visa. So it was just easier for me to do the dual citizenship. So I became a dual citizen in 2012. Bacolod City. Oh, we love Bacolod. It's like the times that Dazzle and I go to Bacolod, it's a blast. My favorite is Idas, right across SM City Bacolod, that the Manokan country. Idas, that's like, man. When I go there, I love that restaurant. That chicken in a sal, the liver, the gizzard, everything about that Idas. This is my favorite when I go to Bacolod. And then Dazzle and I, we've gone to Kampuestuhan, that kind of Compostor Resort, and then we went to Mambukal, the hot springs. I love Bacolod. I'd love to go back. And then now when we go to Bacolod, we take our car. We ferry our car from Iloilo to Bacolod because I also like driving to Dumaguete City. Now from Bacolod to Dumaguete City was about 7-hour drive, but I just love the drive because you can stop at little towns before you hit Dumaguete City. We have Jollibee in Scotland. Wow, a Jollibee in Scotland. Wow. That's pretty cool. I would never have thought they would have Jollibee in Scotland. That's awesome. That's awesome. Jollibee in Houston. All right. All right. That's Leanna's favorite, man. Jollibee. I can feed Leanna chicken joy every day and she'll be happy. I love oysters. Oh yeah, I mean, if you ever make it to our province, we are proud of our oysters here in Aklan. And before I came here to Aklan, I wasn't a big oyster eater. I've had it, but it wasn't a big deal if I ate it or not. But now they're my favorite. The oysters in New Washington, they're like, every time we go there, that's like one of my favorite things to eat here in Aklan. We got the first Jollibee in the U.S. in Bay Area, Daly City. Oh, okay, cool, cool. I know where Daly City. I know where that is. I know that's like close to San Francisco. Good morning, family. All right. Good morning. Good morning. How's your health these days? My health's really good. I'm able to run now. It's like I'm able to eat anything. There's really nothing that I can eat. I still have the dry mouth, and my voice. I think this is going to be my new voice now. It's not back to where it was before. And then I really have to be careful with my food, swallowing my food. So I always make sure I cut it really small, chew it really well before I swallow. And I always have water on the standby because most of my treatments was like in the neck area, and so that's what. But as far as like physically, I'm feeling strong. I'm able to run. I'm able to do push-ups. I'm able to work out. So I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Robbie, hey Robbie, babe. All right, there's Robbie. Robbie.
That's
Hey,
Robbie.
thank you. Somebody gave us a 1995. Can you see who that is, babe?
Might be wrong Navy. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
Ron
you,
Navy.
Ron Navy. Thank you, Ron. I wanted to like give you credit, man. Appreciate that, Ron. Appreciate
I
that.
fly out here Sunday. So according to Ron, it will be strange because I land in Manila Tuesday morning.
All right. All right.
This
Okay.
is it.
Oh, okay. It says here.
Ron
I
Navy.
fly out here Sunday. It will be strange because I land in Manila Tuesday morning. Oh yeah, because of all that I still have packing to do. LOL. Yeah, it's exciting though. I'm sure it's exciting because I know you have a lot of plans when you get here with your relatives and traveling here in this area. So looking forward to meeting you, brother. Looking forward to meeting you.
Let me give that a heart.
Yeah, you give it a heart. Give it a heart, babe. Give it a heart. And then, good morning, brother, from Robbie. Hey, Robbie, we miss you, brother.
Robbie.
We're waiting on you, brother.
Let's go, Robbie.
Let's go, Robbie, man. We're ready to go to Moalboal.
See. Let's see your Tito Robbie.
Oh yeah.
Tito Robbie.
Tito Robbie. There's Chloe, Tito Robbie.
Where's Totoy? There, sleeping.
Oh, Toto is sleeping. Oh, it finally popped in there. It was down there, babe. That's why. That's why I couldn't read it earlier. It was down there. Vilma uses vinegar on everything. I used to be like that, Glenn. I used to be everything. Dazzle can tell you. I was like,
Yeah.
vinegar was my sauce. Dazzle and Leanna was soy sauce. I was a vinegar. But uh, it messed up my taste, my tongue, and my taste buds a little bit. So vinegar is not quite the same for me. But I'm trying though. I'm trying. I'm trying to do more vinegar. I had to go up because I didn't want to miss
Oh, yeah, sure.
Rabbit Farmer. Chop fresh tomatoes, fresh. Oh yeah, that's a good side dish. I know what you're talking about, Will. Adding that, making that with fried fish. I've done that. I like that too. Fresh salad is a great app. I know, it's like I can eat salad. I used to eat salad when I was in the U.S. for lunch, sometimes even dinner. That's one of the things I miss here. That's why when I have an opportunity to eat salad, I do. I don't mind paying extra. Because fresh salads here, you're gonna pay extra. Like I said, a lot of times more than the entree. Do Filipinos have investment over in the Philippines, like in their stock markets, bank, etc.? Also, does the Philippine provide pensions for Philippine service members? There's many people here that invest in the Philippine stock market, but not for the common Filipino. There's because there's a lot of rich people here. There's a lot, there's a lot of crazy rich Asians, right? That movie, Crazy Rich. There's a lot of that here. So people in BGC. I mean, if you go to BGC Manila, man, there's this money there. I mean, there's people, if you can believe there's people driving Lamborghinis here and Ferraris in Manila. So there's money here. So uh, it's just that it's a small percentage of people. There's more people that are normal or struggling to get by. Philip provide pension. Pension, I'm not familiar. For sure, not as much as the pension in the United States. Military pension here. I'm sure because budget wise, they just don't have the budget that the American economy produces. I want to add to what? We too, Washington.
What's that? Okay.
I want to add to what too?
Where's that?
Right below. HD Apex, Coast Guard. Okay, I read that already. It's just a way. Oh yeah, it's just give it. That's part of the military. Just military, just trying to give each other a hard time. We love to give each other a hard time. Even in the Air Force, even my Air Force buddies, when we get together, it's always about harassing each other. That's just part of the fun. Part of the fun being a military person. There's no such thing as WhatsApp number. That's your cell phone number. WhatsApp is an app, not a phone number, unless you are using a dedicated number for it. Okay, but so that's my number. That's my WhatsApp number. Is that 63? That's the app. My cell phone. That's my cell phone number. That's this number. If you do the app and text me using that 639499647495, it'll ding on my phone. So
Yeah.
I'm the one answering. I'm the one answering. Yeah, that one I read. I already read that, Glenn. As far as the vinegar, yeah, man, I used to love, like, especially like spicy vinegar with like onion, like sliced red onion. That used to be my thing, Glenn. I used to like with fried pork. With fried pork, I use that. But now, I'm not able to tolerate this. But I'm trying. I'm trying to, reacclimate myself with the foods that I like. Navy, never again volunteer yourself. Yeah, they told us that too. They told us that too in the Air Force. Never volunteer. That was one of the things that they always tell us. And then, Gavin P, happy I've been able to catch your live again. Oh, thanks, Gavin P. I know you're a regular, man. I appreciate that. We appreciate you. While on my lunch break in Australia, man, I would love to go to Australia someday. Let's go to Australia, big. Robbie, when Dazzle got her driver's license, was it just for a car or scooter also? How long did it take? Do you want to answer that, babe? When you got your license?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I just had to like take the exam, and then when I passed the exam, I should have the driving test.
Yeah.
But
Didn't you have, like, you got your driver's permit, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you were supposed to at least have your driver's permit for 30 days before you can take the exam.
I actually just got I went to the driving school.
Yeah, that's I went to the driving school. That's
Yeah.
that's mandatory now for
Um,
new drivers
and
here in the
then
Philippines.
in the driving school, you will choose if you want a driver's license for motorcycle,
Mhm.
tricycle, car, and even the
The
vans.
van, the van, yeah.
Yeah, and then when you get that, they will look at that at the LTO. And then what's ever written on your paper from the driving school,
Uh huh.
that's what you will take as a driving test
Test, yes,
at the
yes.
LTO.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I was gonna mention, Robbie, for new drivers, this is not like Americans with a driver's license already. Dazzle was a new driver, never had a license in her life. It is now required here in the Philippines to go to driving school. You're not gonna get a license here if you're a new driver without going to driving school. So she went here in Numancia.
Yeah.
What was that name, please?
Adulpos?
Adolfo, yeah, yeah. She went to Adolfo and she actually had to drive a car, had the instructor beside her and all that. And then had to take all the tests. They were preparing her for taking the test at LTO. But it costs money. That thing costs money. I remember.
I paid 10,000.
10,000,
at
yeah.
Adolpos.
I know. I remember. Robbie, the driving school, it cost like 10,000 pesos. So that's about $180. It wasn't cheap because you get to drive their vehicle. So that's where Dazzle had to learn how to drive.
I think it was like 2 days, babe, no?
Yeah, 2 days,
Yeah,
two straight days of driving in their car.
Yeah.
But after that, it was just getting the test, and she got her license now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say from the driving school, from the time you attended driving school, maybe 6 weeks you had your driver's license.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, about 6 weeks, Robbie. Uh, when the start of her driving school, and in 6 weeks she took the test and she got her driver's license in 6 weeks.
Mm-mm.
You guys have it good. Luxury compared to the Marine. Oh yeah, the Marine. Yeah, yeah. Been to Howard Air Force Base and Kadena. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. That's why they give us a hard time in the chair force is what they call us. They give us a hard time because normally when the Air Force deploys, we deploy in a hotel. That's common. It's like because they always house us in hotels when we go anywhere. And then a lot of people that I talk to, Navy, even Army, our bases were just they just spent more money in Air Force bases. It's a lot nicer. Our dining halls are nicer. Our gyms are nicer. Like my last duty station, I was in Misawa Air Base, Japan, and our base had an indoor swimming pool. It's like really nice.
Wow.
Yeah, we had well, it got cold in Misawa. It snowed like six months out of the year, so that's why they had a indoor heated swimming pool there. SoCal. Hi, Gino and Dazzle. Greetings from Palmdale, California. Oh, I know where Palmdale is. I was stationed at George in Victorville. So I've been to Palmdale. I've driven through that area. I used to drive to Edwards Air Force Base. So I'm familiar where Palmdale is, where it is 110 this afternoon. Oh, yeah, I remember. The desert's hot, man. That area gets hot. I have a question. Has Dazzle been to the U.S.? No, Dazzle's never been to the U.S. When I get my Social Security, when we have more money in 4 years, I want to take Dazzle to the United States. But we're going to try at that time to get her a tourist visa. We're not going to like migrate to the United States because that's a long, expensive process here. If I can get her a tourist visa so she can visit the places where I want to show her, fine. If not, no big deal because there's a lot of places that I don't want to take Dazzle. Japan is one because I was stationed in Japan. There's a lot of places in Japan. I was stationed in Korea. I want to show Dazzle Korea. It's just for me, it's just closer. It'll be cheaper. Like for us to fly to Japan now, to fly to Korea, it won't even cost us, I would say maybe $300 a piece. For us to fly to the United States, we're talking 4,000 just for plane tickets and expenses. So again, once I get my Social Security, we'll have more funds, then we can afford, try to go to the
But
U.S.
Thailand first.
Thailand first. You heard her. She said Thailand first. She wants Thailand because she heard of all the shopping at Thailand, food and shopping, food and shopping at Thailand. Horace, there you go. Horace. Soy sauce with everything is Marie's favorite go-to food. I know. Hey, that's why.
There's Chloe, Tito
There you go. That's why Marie and Dazzle, Horace, they're like the exact, duplicate from all that you tell me, Uh, and Leanna too. Leanna's like, she wants soy sauce on everything.
Yeah, I had to limit her, babe, because she eats a lot of
Soy sauce, yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of salt
I know.
content on soy
She
sauce.
even like put salt and then put soy sauce. Like what?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You don't do that, girl.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I mean, every time I see her,
Mango, babe.
yeah, I know. She eats soy sauce with the Indian mango, the green mango.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody
It's
eat
okay to put soy sauce with Indian mango, but not with salt.
salted.
Also,
Yeah, yeah,
Salt,
yeah. You gotta,
soy
you gotta
sauce.
limit, you gotta limit her
I
soy
did,
sauce
I
intake.
did.
Good job, good job. Babe. As a matter of fact, she is eating fried fish with soy sauce.
Oh!
That's Dazzle. That's
Let's go
Dazzle.
fishing.
Oh yeah. I guess we're going fishing. I guess we're going fishing now, Horace, because she hasn't gone tilapia fishing. Yeah, we can if you want to go this afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. We can go fishing. This the weather's perfect. The weather's
Yeah.
sunny. It's like
Yeah.
so. I guess we're going fishing this afternoon, Horace, because of that comment. Because of that, the fried fish. Now Dazzle, she wants fried fish, dipped in soy sauce and
With
fresh tomato. Yeah,
tomato
that's her thing.
and red onion.
And red onion,
Mhm.
the tilapia.
Yeah.
The tilapia that she will catch this afternoon.
Oh man.
Are we gonna take Leanna?
Oh man.
Are we gonna take Leanna?
She got school.
So I can drop you off
Yeah.
after we eat lunch. I'll
Yeah.
drop you off at the to go
Yeah.
fishing. Then I'll go get Leanna, and then we'll come get you.
Yeah.
So she can go fishing too.
Sure.
Because I'm sure Leanna wants to go fishing too.
But the thing is, I'll clean all the fish.
Yeah, Horace, the reason why Dazzle doesn't go fishing as much now, Mai is not with us anymore, and Mai is the one cleaning the fish. But now Dazzle's forced to clean the fish, and Dazzle's cleaned fish many times. But
But with Liana's catch and my catch,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah. She just likes. She don't mind cleaning fish, but when she catches and Leanna catches, it's a lot of fish. Usually like a kilo.
At least 2 kilos.
2 kilos, yeah, yeah. Just throw back the little ones. Just keep the big
Still
ones.
that to Liana.
Yeah, yeah. Looking at Aklan oysters, I will move there for that. I can eat that all day. Oh man, Aklan oysters. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of oysters before I lived here, but now I'm a big fan. It's like I just eat. I love eating it. I can eat a plate, 2 plates of it, easy. Because they're really they're just flavorful. They're good size. Oh, somebody. Oh, my Kuya Bing. She says Mahomes is making 210 million for 4 seasons. He's a football fan. My cousin in the United States, he lives in Vegas. He just texted me. He said Mahomes is getting 200 million for 4 seasons.
I remember Mahomes getting like 500 million during the pandemic.
Yeah. They must have what they do in football. They renegotiate their contract, babe.
Okay.
That way, it's kind of like give more caps. It's complicated.
Complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated how they. I'll explain it to you later. I'll explain it later. Kevin Michael. In Iloilo, I noticed they play a lot of football, just like US. In Scotland. Amazed me, Ginno as basketball always played in Philippines. Yeah, growing up, that's what we played. We played basketball, and I still played basketball even when we were in college in Calibo. I played basketball. It's weird how that's the Filipino sport, and we're not tall. They should have picked football or soccer.
Yeah, my nephew plays soccer.
Yeah. Dazzle's nephew, he's
Yes.
11, right? 11 or 12. He's 11, and he's a soccer player. He plays soccer.
And he said he's good.
I know he's good because his dad's athletic. His
Yeah.
dad was a runner. That's usually a good sign if he got the genes for
And plus
athletic gene.
And he get a tita athletic.
Yeah, her tita Dazzle is athletic. She's like Dazzle was a big volleyball player in college.
All right. Who's
Kevin, when I visited Iligan City, in the miss people selling taho. Oh yeah, taho. Yeah, I try to get taho whenever I can. Like sometimes when I drop off Liana, I'll catch the guy and I would get taho in the morning. I love that. I love that's part of my life now. That because in the U.S. I just didn't have that. You never had that taho vendor in the U.S. They tried to sell taho in the Oriental places in the U.S., but it's not the same. It's not the same getting it from the guy scooping it and then mixing it with the tapioca pearls and then the syrup. And it's warm when you get it. It's still warm in the morning. I love that. That's one of the things I love being in the Philippines is I've kind of reconnected with my youth, eating taho, eating halo-halo, eating a dirty ice cream. It's like these are food that I grew up when I was here in the Philippines when I was young. So now I can eat it all the time, So it's fun for me. It's fun for me. It brings back a lot of good memories for me. I oh okay. Send you a chat on WhatsApp. It's TextPat. Let me see. Let me see if I got it from TextPat.
Right
All right
there.
there, right there. I'll answer it after this live stream, man.
Ayan,
Yeah, you're on
ayan.
top. I got you right there, man.
Ayan.
Hello, Brian. It says Brian from Galveston County, Texas. Hey, I've been to Galveston. My sister lives in Houston. So I've been there. I've been to Galveston area there. Uh, Robbie says I'm asking for Jonalyn. Oh, I figured that. I figured that, Robbie, that you were asking for Jonalyn. Yeah, time for her to get a license,
Let's
Robbie.
go.
Let's
Sis.
go. Yeah, that way we can all ride motorbikes. When we go to Mall Ball, we'll rent four motorbikes and we'll all ride. That way they won't ride backseat. They're riding in their motorbike too,
I want
Robbie.
to ride backseat.
Yeah, you want to
With
ride
you.
with me?
Yeah.
You don't want your own motorbike? I thought you want your own motorbike, girl.
No.
All right. Oh,
I
okay,
want-
Robbie. I guess Dazzle wants to ride
I
backseat.
want ATV.
She wants ATV. She wants an ATV. I'm sure they got ATV in Cebu. I'm sure they got somewhere there where we can ride ATV. HDA, have they ever fixed the issue with CR by the river? I remember swimming in the river in a clan during my child and seeing a floating log. Okay. Um, I don't see that. It's like when we go to Nabawi River, I don't see anybody doing that anymore because maybe that was like back in the day, because like the only river we really go to is Nabawi River where we actually go swimming because that water is like crystal clear. It's like heck, the people in Malay use that water for drinking water.
Yeah.
So it's like people don't want to mess that
And
water.
when we go to Nabaoy, it's a resort.
Yeah,
They
it's a
have
resort.
those.
Yeah. When we go to Nabaoy River, there's plenty of resorts now. So there's the resorts have restrooms, so that's not an issue. Horace says, "Good morning, Dazzle, Chloe, and Totoy. Where is Liana? Liana is at school. She's at school, Horace. I guess the plan, Horace, now after this live stream, Dazzle and I will eat. Dazzle's gonna go fishing. I'll drop her off at Loola's fish farm, and then at 4, I'll pick up Liana and take her to Loola's too, so they can fish until sunset.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a plan, babe?
Until 7 p.m.
Until 7,
Just kidding.
until 7 p.m. We gotta get out of there before it gets dark, because
I know.
mosquitoes. Horace, there's a lot of mosquitoes in
Oh,
Loola.
I should bring off lotion.
Yeah, bring our citronella. Make
Yeah.
sure, with dengue fever going around, we don't want to catch, because when it gets dark here, especially at places like where you go fishing, there's a lot of mosquitoes, so we need to be out of there before it gets dark. And then even during daytime, wear the citronella.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll bring it too. That way, Leanna can put some when she gets there.
Mhm.
But Leanna's still at school, Horace. I'm picking her up at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is when she gets out. I'll just pick her up from school and we'll go directly to the fish farm. Raw Navy, yeah, Air Force spends money on all good stuff. Then tells government they need more money to build the runways. I know. Hey, it's like I know it's like the hospitals. I think almost every base I went through in my career, I always got lucky because I always was the one moving into a new hospital. Like George, my first assignment, when I got stationed there, we were moving to a new hospital. It's like, and I had assignments like that, like where when I got there, it's like I'm working at new hospitals. Even when I was at Misawa in Japan, my last assignment, we had a beautiful hospital. I just found your channel today. Oh, all right. Hey, thanks, Edgar. Welcome to our channel. I hope you enjoy our channel. The car maintenance and history of Philippines. Very good information. All right. Thank you. I'll try to I'll try to think of more helpful information. It's like Ray Ado. Too bad Clark Air Base closed. Used to catch space available. Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. That's the one thing. Dazzle, she can even go on the Space A travel because she's got a military ID. But unfortunately, we don't have a military base now here in the Philippines. But she gets to go to Singapore. When we go to Singapore, she gets to go inside the base there at Singapore, Sembawang Naval Base.
Yeah, I
So
love that.
yeah, yeah, Dazzle love that place. We the BX and the commissary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The commissary, babe.
yeah, the commissary. We'll go there again for sure next year, babe. Next year. Eileen, there's Eileen, babe, Eileen.
What?
Spending the day at Loola's was one of the most relaxing day ever. Oh, I was. We were glad, Eileen, that we were able to take you and Joel to
Yeah.
Loola's because it's just relaxing there. It's just fun to so quiet,
Yeah.
so peaceful.
I saw you guys chilling there while I catch fish.
Yeah, yeah. That's all about catching fish when she's there. Me, I'm all about just like chilling and relaxing. And maybe I'll make a video there. Maybe while Dazzle's fishing, or maybe I'll film the sunset because they have amazing sunset at the Loola's fish farm. I'm surprised baseball is not popular yeah, I know. When I was younger here in the Philippines, growing up, we used to play baseball in Manila. That was one of the sports that I was able to play. But I guess because of the equipment, probably,
Yeah, I think
because
so.
people
That's
got to have a glove, you got to have a bat, the
yeah.
ball, you got to have an umpire. Maybe that's why. And then a field, maybe that's
Yeah.
why. But I have seen here in Aklan, babe, because remember Brian, he was showing us that he was watching this baseball, kids playing baseball here in the province. I'll have to. I remember seeing it, on his Facebook
I remember
page.
when I was in high school, we have every intramurals.
Yeah,
We have like a baseball
yeah,
game.
yeah. And Filipinos would be good at baseball. I think,
I
man.
wasn't.
Yeah, because
I wasn't good at it.
you weren't good at baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't hit the ball, babe. You couldn't hit the ball.
I can hit the ball. I don't
Uh,
know.
Yeah, baseball and soccer, those should be the sports that Filipino play instead of basketball. But I guess it's ingrained in Filipinos already. They just love basketball here,
Oh
you
no, I
know.
remember now, babe. I wanted to be the pitcher
Uh-huh.
and I can't do it. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll stick to my
you,
volleyball.
want, you didn't get the position you wanted, so you quit. That's funny. LOL. I'm eating taho while watching. All right, all right. I haven't had taho in a couple of weeks. I'll have to when I go to Liana's school next time. Where do dependents get military ID? Here in the Philippines, if dependents, if you want to get a military ID for them, you'd have to go to Manila. Manila at the VA, the VA clinic in Manila, or like Dazzle, we got her ID at the retired activity office in Angeles City. That's where Dazzle got her. Initially, Dazzle got her military ID in Sembawang Naval Base in Singapore, but it expired. It was going to expire. And before it expired, we had it renewed at the retired activity office in Angeles City because we go to Angeles City. I still have friends that live in Angeles City,
And
people that I got stationed with at Clark
yeah,
Air
I
Base.
think it's good for 10 years.
Yeah, her. I think so. I think
Yeah.
I have to look. I have to look on your ID. Hello, my brother from another mother. Hey, I know my Florida brother, my Florida brother there. S Sergeant USA 90. Robbie again. I told Jonalyn I'm happy she wants to learn how to drive. Then I will have my own personal driver. Hey, Robbie, good idea, man. Good idea. That way you won't get stressed with driving here in the Philippines because driving in the Philippines can get stressful. Yeah, I know many expats get stressed here driving their car here in the Philippines because it's kind of like I call it organized chaos when you drive in the Philippines.
And I saw that a lot of times, babe, the expats, they let their
I
wives
know, I
drive the
know,
car.
yeah, yeah. That's what happens here, Robbie. You're not alone. There's a lot here in Aklan. We have a lot of expat friends here that they let their wives do the driving.
Yeah.
Cisco, do you invest your savings in the U.S. stock market to make your retirement savings work for you? I got out of the U.S. stock market completely because I'm too old for that. Just for me, my own opinion. I'm already 58. Back in the day, I invested. I invested in the stock market when I was younger, but at my age of 58, it's just good to like having steady savings, earning time deposit money. I'm fine with that. I don't need to make big jumps on our money, investment wise. Younger people, I think they can take more chances with the stock market, but uh, we're good with our investments. Thrift savings plan. Well, yes, I did. I participated with a thrift savings plan when I was in the Air Force. It was kind of like pushed on us. I remember when they first came out, everybody was like, you got to sign up for this. And, in the military, you just kind of followed what everybody else was doing. Sergeant USA 90. Maybe you want to remind others to check the bell notification because mine somehow got turned off. All right, well, it's like if you notice with our channel, I'm not the type of guy like, I've never really like say like, subscribe, hit the button. It's like, it's just that, if people want to if they want to subscribe, if they want to hit the bell, it's like, I'm not going to like nag people. It's like, we're happy with the amount of subscribers that we have. So if people add subscription, it's awesome. But to me, it's like when I watch other people's vlogs, and they say that to me, it's kind of repetitious to me. Like every time, hit the button, it's like you won't hear that from me. You just won't hear that from me. You can get a bug suit for mosquitoes. I haven't seen those. I haven't seen those bug suits here for mosquitoes, like the one you wear. I haven't seen that here. It worked pretty good for me the last time I was in a client. The downside is that it's not stylish. It's like a personal mosquito net, pants, jacket. Yeah, yeah. To me, it might be too hot to wear all that stuff, man. I just wear the citronella, man. The citronella seems to work for us. The brand is O Bugger Citronella. It seems to work. It seems to work for us. And we're lucky in our house here. We don't have, well, we rarely see a mosquito, and even outside in our subdivision, we don't have a lot of mosquitoes. Cisco A, you were a 4AO hospital admin. I was a 3AO info manager where they changed to A. Yeah, so similar. We were similar. We're admin. I was just hospital admin, and you're admin anywhere in the Air Force base. Ron, how are you able to get Dazzle's dependent ID over there? Okay, okay, Ron. The way I got her dependence ID, we went to Sembawang Naval Base in Singapore. Uh, I brought my ID. I have my retired ID, and I had my merge certificate with Dazzle. We went to the base. We went to the base. Went to their where they process IDs, and the guy actually was kind of cool. Remember, babe?
He can
His
speak um Tagalog.
Yeah, he can speak Tagalog, and he's a white guy.
And he was like, man, I got at least 2 more years.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be retiring the
Because
Philippines.
remember his girlfriend or his wife was all in the
I think
Philippines.
like, yeah.
Yeah, in Bataan, I think. In
And he
Bataan.
was like, man, I can't wait 2 more years.
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
retire."
It was surprising because we got to the office, and here's the white guy. He goes, "Kumusta ka, pare ko?" I was like, "What?" And we were in Singapore, and so he helped us, got her Dazzle ID, enrolled her in Deers. So Dazzle's got a military ID. She's enrolled in Deers. She's enrolled in TRICARE. So no issues there. But here in the Philippines, you would have to do all that at the VA clinic in Manila. That would be the place to do it. And then at the RAO or Retired Activities Office, you can do the ID. I don't think you can do deers. I don't think you can do deers. You have to do that at the VA clinic in Manila. Good to know. Thank you. All right, Ryan. VFW office in Angeles. Yeah, there's a VFW. It used to be by the old Clark View Gate, the Clark View subdivision. It's VFW 2485. I've been there many times. I love eating breakfast there. They got my favorite is that SOS that we have in the military, that biscuit with gravy. I eat that all the time at the VFW in Angeles. Hello, Gino. Greetings from Davao. Oh, all right, Davao. We haven't been there yet, man. We haven't been to Davao. We'll have to add that to our bucket list of places to go. It's Big Dog in the Philippines. Susan Go, man. Good morning, Susan here, watching from LA, originally from Cebu City. Oh, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, our friend. Uh, it's funny you're in Los Angeles. That was the place where I landed in America. That's where I got my United States citizenship. Was in Los Angeles Superior Court. That's where I got my citizenship because I was already in the military, and that was after being in the military 3 years. There had a special ceremony for all the military people, and the judge was actually a veteran too, so he was really proud to make us all American citizens at the LA Superior Court. I was thinking more she can drive when I drink Red Horse. Ah, Robbie, good idea, man. No driving for you with Red Horse, man. That's good idea. Good idea, man. Good idea. 58. You look much younger. Good, healthy living. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've always tried to healthy living, even when I retired here 13 years ago. I'm a workout freak. Dazzle can tell you. I run all the time. I do all kinds of. I played basketball. It's like I'm just active. And then that's why it surprised me when I got sick last year. But my health's back. I'm getting back to normal.
Always listening.
Retired first sergeant in the Marine Corps. How is your cancer? Looking good as far as my cancer. I'm recovering really well. My next MRI is in October. So it's coming up here next month. So I have to get an MRI every 6 months for monitorings. But so far, it's been a blessing. No cancer. My last 3 MRIs. So this will be the fourth. And I guess I'll just have to keep having MRIs for the next 5 years. I have to get MRIs every 6 months for monitoring. Sergeant USA says, I was just thinking the same. You look like you're in your 30s. Hey, thanks, brother. Man. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So kind. So kind. Who's SpongeBob and Stitch up there? That's Dazzles. That's Dazzles. That's up there. Both her favorite. Dazzle's
I
favorite.
actually have Patrick too.
Oh yeah.
Upstairs.
Upstairs. Dazzle has Patrick
And Poor Red.
and Pooh Red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dazzle still loves that. And now Leanna.
Yeah.
Leanna's the same, but Leanna doesn't do the characters. Leanna just picks stuffed animals. Yeah. She just got a turtle.
Yeah.
She added the turtle to her
She
collection.
have a rabbit already.
A rabbit, a
A
turtle,
dog.
a dog, and Leanna sleeps with all of them in her bed. She's got all these stuffed animals, and she sleeps with them. All right, it's we've gone about an hour and a half. That's usually what we do, about an hour and a half.
That's Rick.
Hey Rick, hey, what's up, Rick? Man,
HK Atwig. Okay.
Rick said, "What's up, Gino Denzel from Jacksonville? Thought I'd drop in, say hello. I kick back and stare at the back of my eyelids. Thanks for voting info the other. Hey, no problem, Rick. I'm always happy to help, brother. We always think of you, Rick, because you know, the one of Dazzle's Ukay Ukay is your spot. You know, you rent it to the Ukay Ukay place. You know, so every time we pass that, we always say, "Oh, that's Rick's house." You know, we always in Calibo, we always say, "Hey, that's Rick's house. That's Rick's house." You know, aim high, brother. Aim high, brother.
Age.
No love for Mr. Krabs and Squidward.
They're
Uh,
fine too. They're hard to find.
they're hard to find. Yeah, they're hard to find. That's why
I don't mind buying Mr. Crab since Gab likes crab.
crab. Yeah.
Liana likes Mr.
Squidward.
Yeah,
Squidward.
Liana likes that.
Uh, wow, two viewers from Jacksonville, Florida. All right, big dog. If you get to Davao, look me up. I mean, for sure, big dog. You know, for sure, I'll look you up.
Davao.
Awesome catching all night. So much. Oh, yeah. Great, man. I'm glad. You enjoyed the live stream. All right, that's it. We gotta eat, man. I know. Dazzle's hungry. You know, it's like Dazzle's not a breakfast person, so me, I already ate oatmeal this morning. Oatmeal and fruit, so I'm not really super hungry, but I can eat. You know, I can eat.
Oh.
Great live. Oh, thank you, Horace.
Thank you, Horace.
Appreciate
Say
it,
hi
brother.
to Marie,
Say hi to Marie. And there's the Chloe. The only person missing is the Chloe sitter.
Yeah. And Tutoy. She's on her bed.
All right, Southern Cal, Benny. All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye. We'll see you next week again. Same time, same everything. You know, if you got the time, we'll keep doing the live streams. Thank you all for joining the live stream. Appreciate the support. Dazzle and I, we always feel blessed with all the people that we met on YouTube. Uh, Before, our life was kind of like sometimes it was just Dazzle and I, and now we got so many friends now.
I
You know,
actually had time before to make tampo, but not anymore.
no
My
more
husband
tampo.
is so busy now.
I'm busy now. No more time for tampo. No more time for tampo. Take care. All right. Take care. God bless. Hey, stay blessed, brother. Thank you, Ron Navy. Appreciate it,
Thank you,
brother. Appreciate.
guys.
Thank you. Take care. Take care.